Flashback. Here's me reviewing The Martian in 2015, and I have this to say. It's a huge step in the right direction, being that it's a return to the excellence we once expected from every Ridley Scott movie, and to put into perspective just how good this film is, it has, for me, achieved what I previously thought to be impossible. It's given me hope for Prometheus 2. I was a fucking idiot. So as I carry on with my 10 consecutive videos marathon, I'm still playing catch up on all the movies I missed while I was without a PC and away on holiday. So while I know Alien Covenant has probably already left 90% of cinemas, I still want to talk about it. Mainly because I absolutely hated it and it got loads of pretty to outstandingly good reviews, and I don't get it. I don't get it. More power to you if you like the film, but I just thought it was miserable, dreary nonsense. And what's really frustrating is it did the evil prequel thing where it wasn't content enough with being awful on its own, and so it tried to drag down and tarnish films I like. No, Covenant. Back away. Get away from me, you bitch. You could argue that I'm a little biased on this one because I got a lot of love for the Alien franchise. The first film is probably my second favourite horror movie after The Thing. And the second film is my favourite James Cameron flick behind Terminator, because I'm masculine and I don't cry at the Titanic. You cry at the Titanic. I've even got a real soft spot for the third film outside of the CGI. So it could be argued that I'm too attached or whatever to really take this film on its own merit because I'm always going to be comparing it to better movies, but honestly, I just think it sucks outright, even when you remove the iconography. Like, if this was just called Spacey Wacy Hug Ya Facey and just featured some generic grey creepy monster, I don't think I'd feel any differently about it. I might even enjoy it more because that's a better title than Covenant. I mean, what's Covenant even mean, really? Agreement? Alien agreement? What? The Xenomorph isn't dishing out mortgages. Anyway, whatever, Alien Covenant seems to exist for no other reason than to make the other films worse. It's just truly redundant and mean-spirited. Say what you like about Prometheus, and believe you me, there's plenty to fucking say about Prometheus, but at least it was pretty in trying to explore an interesting concept, namely the origin of the massive space jockey from the first film. Covenant just has no reason to exist, and the entire time it is around, it just makes you wish it wasn't. If the film wasn't flawed enough in adding nothing to a highly beloved sci-fi franchise, it's also just bad all around. Characters are completely unexplored, forgettable, and constantly decide to do things that make no sense. The overused CGI of the main hazard makes him painfully unscary. Even if it is impressive, our brain can just feel it's not really there, and the plot's shite. The whole thing to me just felt farcical. Like, for example, right, the plot just basically follows a crew of colonies who get caught up in a big space storm and have to go to a different uncharted planet than expected to see if they can colonize that instead when the other one becomes too dangerous to get to. Sure, okay, cool, mysterious planet, totally fine setup, lots of danger to explore there, but, and spoilers by the way from here on out, why are these characters so fucking stupid? These are supposed to be pretty smart people, yet they wander around an uncharted planet with no idea of toxicity levels, helmets off, and then are surprised when two of the crew inhale spores, become violently sick, and die horribly. And the worst part about those spores? They're the fucking alien. These things go inside the bodies of our beloved morons, and then they go through a sort of facehugger-like life cycle and explode out of them the same as chest bursters. Oh, that is so shit. I can't even fathom how such a terrible idea got greenlit. For one, the main danger here comes from the characters being a hazard to themselves more than anything. Just wear fucking helmets, you bellends. And two, really? This is the origin of the mysterious alien? Horror icon of the 70s? Giga's creature that crafted skin-crawling nightmares for nearly 30 years? The big mystery behind it all is that the alien was just a really bad case of hay fever all along. This is the alien. The alien. One of the most terrifying, unstoppable monsters to ever grace the screen. The alien is just this horrifying, wild, invasive force of nature. The mystery of not knowing where it came from is far cooler than any answer. You know, half the enchantment of the alien came from the questions. Is it a freak of evolution? Is it ancient? Has it always been here? Or has it just crawled out of the depth of hell itself? Oh, no, apparently it's just some black spores shit. See, the Happening tried to warn us all these years, you can't trust the plants. What a crock of shit. The most awful entity we could possibly imagine came from some dipstick stepping on flowers. All this time, this eldritch terror lurking out there amongst the cosmos could probably have been defeated in its infancy with some Benadryl and a couple of antihistamines. From here on out, the film doesn't get any better. We get our main bad guy show up under the guise of being a helping hand, and it's David from Prometheus. Nobody likes or remembers that film. Why would you make it central to your new film's plot? Why would you keep so much understanding of what's happening revolve around having seen and remembering it? And at this point, it just descends into something halfway between shitty torture porn and a teen slasher movie, as David lets the alien go and brutally murder 90% of the cast in ways that are neither violent enough to be shocking or subtle enough to create tension. It's practically Jason X with a bit better production values. And in amongst all the graphic mutilation is just a bunch of really dumb shit. Michael Fassbender reveals he created the black alien pollen or some shit, and you get a forced flashback where he throws it over a bunch of bald engineer dudes, which only matters if you care about the overarching franchise plot, which is ironic because this film doesn't. He also has a weirdly sexual scene with himself, as Michael Fassbender teaches Michael Fassbender how to play the flute, and then makes out with Michael Fassbender in a scene that I'm genuinely surprised didn't become a meme. But by far the dumbest shit in this middle slasher section is when the captain works out that David is the bad guy and is all like, "Mate, you're fucking evil, you. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you if you don't tell us everything that's going on." And David's like, I no bother, just do us a favour first, will you? You see that creepy egg? Just look into that. Just look into that creepy egg over there first, yeah? And then the dumbass, idiot, moron captain is all like, "Yeah, sure, okay. I don't see why I wouldn't have any reason not to." Oh my god, oh shit, there was an alien in there and now it's killing me. No, there was definitely no possible way I could have foreseen this coming. How did this get good reviews? How? You know, normally I can kind of see when something's good but just not to my taste, but I just can't fathom the appeal of this one. I mean, come on. Why would you listen to the baddie? Why would you do that? It's so contrived. And then the ending is the worst part of it all. So as I've already mentioned, there's two Fassbenders, Goody Michael and Baddie Michael. And there's a point where the two of them fight, but it's resolved off screen so that they can set up a twist with about as much subtlety as a brick in the dick. When everybody escapes the planet, deals with the alien and settles down before a big reveal of, turns out the man on the ship is the Baddie Michael. Fuck that. This is miserable. This is shit, cynical, pointless garbage that's only there for a cheap shock, and it doesn't even succeed at that because it's telegraphed so early, and obviously I'm surprised Marty McFly didn't receive notice. What is the point in any of that? Bad guy wins, everybody dies, those that didn't presumably will, no one learns anything, no one really achieves anything, innocent people just suffer horrible fates for 2 hours and then the credits roll. What a deeply malicious, mean-spirited and pointless waste of time. And I know what people will say. Oh, it's horror, it can't all be sunshine and rainbows. No, fuck that. I'm not asking for sunshine and rainbows. I just can't stand movies that have contempt for their protagonists, and being horror is no excuse. Sure, people can die, the heroes can suffer, but this is just miserable. Does the movie think we're on the alien's side? Because it seems to take pleasure in the unrelenting misery and pain of all other characters besides them and David. You can try and excuse it as horror all you want, but Halloween isn't worse for letting the girl get away. Scream didn't suck because the teen beat the killer. And hell, no one came out of the original Alien going, that was good. But I really wish it had ended with Ripley being spiritually and physically defeated and then brutally killed. I don't even have anything fun or witty to add to that. I just think it's genuinely shit. It's misanthropic, pointless rubbish. Literally the only way I reckon you could salvage that ending is to throw the Benny Hill theme on it. Hey guys, second review down, 8 more to go. It's currently the 3rd of July as I create this, but the export and upload may take us past midnight. But nevertheless, this is my 3rd of July video on the countdown. Just want to remind you, I've still got that big announcement coming July 12th, so hit the subscribe button and keep an eye out on the channel to watch the rest of the daily uploads marathon and see what's coming up. And remember, July 12th, big announcement.